Yes guys, it's Jando. I'm going to be showing you how to make a similar bass to Serum flypaper. This is what it sounds like. So yeah, that's the bass. We're going to have a look at this patch now then. We'll start with a fresh patch. Bring it over here, and we're going to start with basic shapes. I'm going to get this square wave here, so wave table position 4. We're going to drop it 3 octaves, bring the random down, bring the level down as well. Open up oscillator B. We're going to pull the level back a little bit to about 45, and then we're going to go over to digital. And then FFT add seconds, pull the random down, then we're going to turn the filter on and keep MG low. We're going to want about 42 Hertz here, and we're also going to turn on the sub and mono down here. Next we're going to push this up to about 34 cents, and then we're going to start shaping our envelope now. So we want to have 61 ms on the attack. And then we're going to push the delay very slightly to 150-ish, 158, that's fine. And then the release is going to go up to 115, 120, 114 is fine. And then we're going to bring the sustain all the way down. Next we're going to turn on FM from B. We're going to push this up just a little bit to about 15, 20%. We're going to put envelope, assign envelope 1 to the FM, and have that at about 20. Then we're going to put the envelope 1 onto the level of oscillator A, and then envelope 1 onto the level of oscillator B as well, and have that at about 25. Just like that. And then we're going to do the same with the cutoff here, just have it about 15. We're also going to put it on the wavetable position here, but very low, probably about 4. Next we're going to move on to the effects, and in the effects section we're going to have the filter, but we're going to put it first this time and do MG low 24. Bring the cutoff all the way down and push the res up slightly to about 15%. Then we're going to apply envelope 1 to the cutoff there, and we're going to have that about 70%. 65% would be a bit better. Next is the compressor, which we're going to put just underneath the filter. We're going to bring the release down slightly to about 20 odd, and then next we're going to push the gain up to about 3.1, that's fine. Next is the phaser. Put the phaser underneath the compressor again. We're going to bring the rate all the way down, the depth all the way down, and the feed all the way down. We're going to pull the frequency back just slightly to about 395 will be fine, and then we're going to put the mix to about 45%. Next we're going to do a bit of EQ, so we're just going to push the gain up here. I'm not going to do it too high, we'll do about 15, then pull back the frequency a little bit to just go 300 Hertz there. Next is the distortion. Distortion is going to be, we're going to do a soft clip, and we're going to set the drive to about 80%, 79, that'll be fine. And then hyper dimension after that, just make sure the hyper dimension comes underneath. We're just going to pull the mix all the way down here, and then we're going to put a macro on the size and the mix, and put the size to about 50%, and then the mix all the way up, and then we're just going to push that about 25%. Next we're going to go into the global section and go to the width and just pull that all the way down, both of them to 0, and then put the macro on them as well. And yeah, that is the bass. We do have a tiny bit of post, but nothing major. We've got a little bit of Pro R on there, and then we've got EQ8 just taking off some of the lows there, and then pushing a little bit the highs there on this other EQ as well. And yeah, that's pretty much the bass. I'm going to leave a link to grab this patch on my Dubify for free. All you've got to do is subscribe, which is free. But yeah, it's going to be on my Dubify. Yeah, go grab it.